Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Temple Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Owls ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's talk for a moment about San Jose State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let it go. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Makes the grab. It's Abraham. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Spartans are flying down the field. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Tackle is made at the 37. Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw. It's Brock. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Here's the handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Poor starting field position here for this offense. Gives it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. Fires and picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Handoff from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Gonna run it. It's Bean. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Mayo. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jean-Pierre. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. This time he's got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. To throw, it's Mayo. Quickly complete. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On the run, it's Faulkner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
of 10.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they'll run it to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Spartans looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Brock. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking out the 47.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. On the move is the 30. Ripping through the defense. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mayo. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off play action on first down. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll try to get outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Brock. Fears the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looked, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bean. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one, a 40-yard try coming. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Temple lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Finds his tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt, the lead is down to a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They are up by just 1 over Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mayo. Unloads to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Temple lining up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it past the marker. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Brock. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back to the 36. That defensive end came off the ball with 1 goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
The give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them.
There he goes. Touchdown, Owls. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. He'll bring it out from deep in his own end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Spartans want to move quickly. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. That's caught. It's Jean-Pierre. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Breaks into the headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Spartans want to crank the tempo.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of...
Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Brock. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
That's caught. It's Abraham. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw again. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Spartans are in the hurry up. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Takes takes a hit as he fires.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Brock. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Bringing the heat. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone.